I just love being able to get people home safe. And one of my biggest things is when I pick someone up at the beginning of the night, I always want to make sure that I'm still out in case they need that ride back.
For years, ride-hailing apps like Uber have refused to operate in small towns like Detroit Lakes. But now that Lyft is there, community members say it's doing more than helping people get from point A to point B. It's keeping the community safe by keeping drunk drivers off the road. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall talks with Lakes residents about what the service has done for the community.
It's so much fun to meet all different sorts of people and hear their stories about the night.
Kimberly Smith has been driving for Lyft for the last few months, and since then, she's been busy.
Usually it's about between 10 and 20 rides on a Friday, Saturday night. But over WeFest, I don't even know how many I did. I was doing like 16 hours a day driving.
It is important to have those different options. In a city like Detroit Lakes, we do have a taxi cab service, but they can be overwhelmed on a busy weekend night in the summertime.
But she says the ride-hailing app is having a bigger impact on the community than just helping people home. It's making Detroit Lakes streets safer.
Every night that we drive during the bar season, we pick up so many people that you can tell that they probably would have drove and that wouldn't have been a good thing.
So far this year, there have been 30 DWI charges. Last year, that number was at 37. And 2 years ago in 2017, before Lyft got here, that number was 44. Law enforcement says even though these are small steps, they still indicate progress.
It has been a downward trend of DWIs involving alcohol. Anything that we can do to prevent people from driving after they've been drinking or using drugs, we approve of and we support.
And the service almost didn't come to this area. It was once thought that Detroit Lakes was too rural to support apps like Lyft because there wasn't enough demand and drivers would spend too much money on gas to reach riders. But Smith says she's glad Lyft came to Lakes Country because with tailgating just getting started and the holidays on the way, more people are going to start calling her for a safe ride home. And she can play her part in keeping her community's roads safe and her riders' records clean.
Yes, it's extra money, but to think about all the people that I'm saving from not driving drunk and getting a DUI or getting in an accident, it's definitely worth it.
In Detroit Lakes, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Chief Todd says most people have gotten the message that they can't drink and drive, but now there needs to be new outreach efforts and campaigns to get the message out to the newest wave of impaired drivers, people who are using marijuana and other drugs or prescription medications. Chief Todd says those DWI numbers are going up.